Recently, I found myself teaching a few lessons at a uni in London.
Hello, I'm at work.
They bought some new microphones. They bought some Lewitt microphones. I haven't really used any Lewitt microphones. I've seen a lot of Lewitt stuff on the internet, and they've been pushed quite heavily. They just bought the 1040. It's a pricey mic, and is it good? Like, what's it doing? Now, they just got this, so it was brand new. I have no affiliation with anyone. I don't own this microphone. I didn't pay any money for it. They're not paying me. So it's a pretty beautiful way to kind of check stuff out and see what you think. I got a measurement microphone, played noise out of the speaker, and that gives me a frequency range. And then you create an opposite of that, an opposite EQ, to essentially flatten the speaker as much as possible. Not perfect, not anechoic, but hopefully good enough. And then measure what each part of the microphone is doing. As well as that, also play out some tones so you can view the saturation of that and the harmonics that those different features are adding. Clean, warm, and dark. So that's clean, warm. It just essentially sounds like different filters in terms of saturation. So that's a 1K sine tone. We can see the second and third harmonics, third order harmonics. Then if we go to the FET, so we have third order harmonics, so you don't have that second order harmonic. No matter what I did, I could not get the low cut to work. It seemingly was either the most gentle low cut that has ever existed or non-existent. It was sort of inconclusive, and the next week I went back and I did some tests in my lunch break, and it was of course an A/B test, which is in no way infallible, but I wanted to just test it on a source, on drums. You know, I'm often recording drums. It makes sense to me to just bang them up as an overhead. So I got a 414. I also wanted to test it, not just against the 414, but also against a 440, which is like a tenth of the price. So we've got the FET. So remember, that's adding third order harmonics. Tube. Getting more harmonics. The 440. Bit brighter. We've got the 414. Bit more low mids. The 440 is quite a bright microphone. It really holds its own against the 1040 and the 414. At least on drums, I do think oftentimes with expensive microphones, you're not just getting the on-axis sound, it's also what the microphone is doing off-axis. It's what it's not picking up, and that sound and how that sort of works. Now, I didn't test that. And then I sort of thought, can I make the 440 sound like the 1040? So we're using the EQ matching, and then I'm going to use just a little bit, something that adds saturation. It's not a million miles away, is it? I was really blown away by the 440, to be honest. I thought that held its own against the 414. I thought it held its own against the 1040. I just thought it was a really good mic. You can totally get pretty close with plugins and the 440, which is wild. Obviously, I know the off-axis might be different and all of that stuff, but I do have some biases. I don't really love the shade of green. I kind of dislike stuff that has a visible tube. I always think it looks a bit shit. The logo on the back of the mic, it really annoys me because I think so many microphones, dare I say most, the logo is on the bit of the microphone you point at stuff. Things I do like, it's very well constructed. It's really weighty. It's in a beautiful case. And the pop filter, the little magnetic pop filter, very, very intelligent. I really like the molting things where you could have like the tube and the FET coming out separately. I thought that was really clever. And I could see that having lots of kind of interesting creative implications. It's a great microphone. So yeah, I wasn't expecting this to be a video for the 440. It was kind of like, well, that's another Lewitt microphone, let's check that out. But I have to say, that microphone is fantastic. Lewitt microphones are really well built. I think they look quite plasticky in photos. I'm unsure about some of the kind of plasticky buttons. I don't tend to love microphones with those, partly because I'm clumsy and I think they won't last. Yeah, this is a great microphone. 440, £250. It's kind of insane, really, that a microphone that good can be that money. Now I want to try other Lewitt microphones. I have to just get over the green thing, basically. It's not that easy being green. I'm waffling. Lewitt make good mics. I'm not much of a mic reviewer, but I do really like microphones. This video is sponsored by me, Magitone. I make samples, and I'm just about to release a plugin. It's not quite done yet. I'm faffing around with all the other stuff, you know, website bits and bobs, demos. There's a lot more to making a plugin than just making a plugin. Anyway, follow along. Cheers, bye.